Hello, bonjour, bonsoir, whatever. I'm going to take you through a quick video of how to win a DKS race. I should know, I've won one, but you know. Okay, lesson 1. First thing you have to do is practice. And I know I'm going to sound like a grade 5 maths teacher here, but practice does make better. Not perfect, but better. Okay, lesson 2 is practice. Now, okay, lesson 2 is obey the rules. Now, I know some of you teenage clowns out there think they're above the law. Nobody is above the law of DKS, except maybe BG. I'm joking. BG is a very valued member of our society. Now, lesson 3, my favorite of all, know your enemy. How very inappropriate, thank you. First person on the list is BG, also known as Big G, BGI3, B-Jizzle, The Shizzle, and Big Cheese sometimes. Now, BG is the one person that seems to be able to ignore the practice rule. He can put in 0 laps and still put in a lap time that will melt your face. For example, you've just done a nice solid lap time. I'm ready for the race. Put it away. The car is done. A 16.9. Nobody will touch that. Oh, and he's 15.8. Well, you know what they say. Easy come, easy go. Luckily, however, I have a solution to this problem. It doesn't matter. Because, like all drivers, he has a weakness, which is starts. Now, I'm not saying that BG is bad at starts. All I'm saying is that occasionally, I think somebody that has no legs might beat BG off the line. I don't know, we'll have to see. Despite this, he is still mine and most people's tip-top pick to win the 2010 DKS season. Second on the list, and I'm getting quite near the end now, is Pro Golfer, also known as Golfy, the Golfer, Old Man Pro. Who let that in here? He's also known as L Junior. So okay, you're on pole, you sat on the grid, you think, I'll get a good start, I'll make the first corner first. You've no chance, you're mental. You can't beat this guy off the line, nobody can. NASA tried, they failed. You cannot beat him, do not try. That is my advice to you. Try and qualify at least 5 places in front of him, and you might be able to hold him back. And believe me, you won't want to be anywhere near him when the race starts, because Pro, unfortunately, seems to be quite the magnet when it comes to problems. If a piano does fall onto the track, it will happen in front of Pro. So, you stay behind Pro, you wait for the piano to take his car out, and you gain a position. Third person on the list is Matt L. Harto, also known as L, Elio, Ellie, Gel, Elio, and to really lazy people, just the letter L. He doesn't mind where he tries to overtake you, he will try. If he wants to force his way onto the grass, he will still try and pass you. Some say that it's because he is frightened of exhausts and doesn't like to be near them. Others say it's because the Queen told him. We don't know. All I can say is, you better not shout, you better not cry, you better not hesitate letting El by. Leo is coming to town. As for a weakness, oh, look what, there is none. Oh, isn't that, I'm a surprise, no, I'm kidding. Even I don't have an ego that big. My weakness is pretty simple. Don't trust the word I say. Everything I say is probably a lie. How do you even know what I'm telling you right now is the truth? Maybe you want to ask him the most insignificant little detail of how big his radiator setting is. Do not try, he won't tell you. He also has many other disadvantages, such as locking into every corner, spinning off the track, not completing many laps, inconsistency, blah blah blah. Yeah, we don't need to get into that. Now, fourth on the list is Rich 3, also known as just Rich. Rich third, the third Rich, R111, and Rico. He is the most accurate guy you will find. You put an apple on an apex, in fact no, forget an apple, that might damage the car. A pin on an apex, he will hit it nearly every time. His consistency is off the scale. This guy can look after his tyres and run long runs like you've never seen before. His disadvantage is, for some strange reason, he seems to believe in running 5,000 litres of fuel every time he goes out on the track to practice. So you never actually really know what sort of pace he has. Even he doesn't know. Do you know? Do you? Answers on a postcard, please. That's why we call him the Sandbagger. And no, he doesn't bag sand, ladies and gentlemen. Well, maybe he does. We don't really know. What he does in his spare time is his business, not ours. Okay, driver number whatever on the list. Can't remember how many we've done. Doesn't matter. Next is Gabriel Bianchi, the most Italian name for a Brazilian I've ever seen. Now Bianchi actually is different. He has pretty much all the qualities that you need in short spurts. He can be lightning quick around there, he can be consistent, he can get great starts like the one he got at Monaco, and he can get shocking starts like the one he got at Silverstone where he didn't move. Not entirely sure what happened there. He can overtake, he can defend, and actually defending is going to bring me on to my next point. Bianchi does this fantastic move which I'm going to explain in full. It is 2¼ words. Shake and bake. Let me explain. Okay, so Bianchi always gotta give us the old shake and bake. Shake and bake. A bit of a shake, a little bit of a bake, once, twice, 3 times lady, and he makes it to the corner still in the position. Gotta give him his credit though, it does work even if he does look like a Marmaduke. Anyway, now, so his inconsistency has got a question mark by it. In fact, I'm gonna make that question mark bigger, but he has got all the skills that you need to win the championship. Skim Milk, aka as Skimbo, Skimmy, the skimmed milk. Who left the skim milk out too long? Klim, and no, he's not in. Skim believes in one thing and one thing only: first place. In practice during the midweek, he will be first. If you go out and you beat his lap time, he will go out and beat it by 100th just to take back first. There is a very simple way to counter this problem though, which is to simply not run low fuel. Don't try and take his first away and he will stay in the garage, and then he won't be able to put any laps in. Brilliant. I know, I thought of that. Isn't that good? So long as you know, he'll be watching. Okay, 2 more to go. Next guy is HS240. This guy is called the Time Machine. If you watch his lap time, the times just float down. Brilliant. You watch his lines, you steal his lines, and you gain a lot of time. This guy is always experimenting new lines and picking out the best ones, so you don't have to. Disadvantage is, some strange reason, he seems to have not got a win yet. Come on, HS, we need that win. And finally, but certainly not least, the scariest of them all is the Ghost, Monsieur David Carney, aka DC. He believes in overtaking you with you not actually knowing how he got past. I swear there's many races where I've overtook this guy 3 times and he's still managed to beat me. My advice for you is to not worry about it, watch the replay later on and try and figure out how he got past. He may struggle in qualifying pace, but this guy is a points magnet and he will aim for the podium and he will get it. And my helper has just informed me that I have actually won 2 DKS events, so that leads me on to my 4th and final rule, which is always be alert and always drive carefully.